Hello students, good morning. I hope all of you are fine, healthy and stay at your home safely. Okay, today I will take class 11 economics class. So, already we had completed 2 classes and we completed our first chapter. Now today I will start chapter number 2, collection of data. So first, what are the data? Data means some information. It may be quantitatively or qualitatively. So, this data we can collect from various sources. So, there are 2 types of sources. So, let us see what are the sources of data. There are 2 sources of data. One is internal sources, another is external sources of data. So, what are the internal sources of data? When data are collected from the reports or records of the organization itself. Okay, let's see one example. If one company or industry, they publish their annual reports. So, how much profit they occurred or how much losses they occurred, or the total sales, loans amount, wages amount, these are. So, they publish their report from their own data, okay, or from themselves. So, this type of data is called internal source. So, they give this data or information by their self. This type of data we can call internal sources of data. Now, what are the external sources of data? That means when data are collected from outside of the organization. That means there is one tour and travel company. They want to collect the data about Karnataka tourism. So, they contact with Karnataka Transport Corporation and about the tourism, they collect the data from Karnataka Transport Corporation. So, this data they collect from the outside. So, that type of data we can call external sources of data. Now, we come to what are the types of data. There are 2 types of data. So, let us see what are the types of data. There are 2 types of data. One is primary data another is secondary data. So, this primary data we can say first hand data. Why we call this first hand data? Because this data collected by the investigator his or herself. So, this type of data we can say the primary data. So, this data collected for the first time, and this type of data are the more original and more reliable. If we talking about one example, for example, population census conducted by the government. So, India need the information, or India publish the population census after every 10 years. So, this data collected by the investigator. Okay. So, this type of data we can say the primary data. So, students, what are the primary data? So, when the data are collected by the investigator his or herself, this type of data we can say primary data. Now, what is the secondary data? Secondary data, that means we can also say the second hand data, and this type of data we can collect from any newspaper, any library, any other previous record we can collect which type of data. This type of data we can say the secondary data. Okay, if we need the address of one person, so I not ask him directly, I collect his address from one phone directory. So we collect the data from another records. So this type of data we can say secondary data. So which data are collected by other records, reports, any published or unpublished sources, or library, television, newspaper. So this type of data we can say secondary data. So this data also called second hand data. Now there are some methods of collecting primary data. Let's see which are the methods. One is the direct personal investigation, indirect oral investigation, information through correspondence, telephonic interview, mail questionnaire, the questionnaire filled by enumerators. Okay, so see, first one, okay, these are the methods of collection of primary data. So first one is direct personal investigation. Next, indirect oral investigation. Next, information through correspondence. Next, telephonic interview. Next, mailed questionnaire. Next, questionnaire filled by enumerator. So these are the various methods to collect the primary data. So before discussing these are, first I discuss some terms. So one is the first term is the investigator. So who are called the investigator? One who conduct the investigation, that is statistical inquiry or seeks information, is known as investigator. So one who conducts the investigation, he or she we can call the investigator. Now it can be individual person or an organization. Now the enumerators, who are called the enumerators? So enumerator means who or the person who help the investigator to collection of data. So they are can call the enumerators. Okay student. So these are the two terms. One is investigator, another is enumerators. Okay. Now I discuss here what is the direct personal investigation method. So direct personal investigation method is, or this method refers obviously the first hand information from the respondents or one investigator who directly collect the information from the respondents. Okay. So in this method we face some merits and also face some demerits. So what are the merits? Merits means these data are more accurate, more reliable, okay, or original, and in this method the data have the flexibility. That means what? This means the question can be modified according to the level of the respondent. Okay. So if whatever I can make the question for the respondents, whatever he or she easy with this question. So student, today I discuss only 2 merits. The next day I discuss the another merits and also demerits. So for today we learn up to this, and next day we will continue the class. Thank you.